Breaking news just moments ago. This morning, we've learned Kathie Lee Gifford is leaving the Today Show after more than a decade. And she got emotional during her announcement with her good pal Hoda. Take a look.
Okay. I have something to share with everybody, and it's bittersweet, as these things always are. But I've been here almost 11 years. Thought I would stay 1 year. Something happened along the way. Fell in love with a beautiful Egyptian goddess. And now, when it's our 11th anniversary, I'm going to be leaving the Today Show. I know, it's an exciting time for me, and I'm thrilled about all the projects that are coming up, but it's also hard because the reason I stayed longer than a year is because I love everybody here so much. I've been in this business 120 years and never worked with a more beautiful group of people who just give every day for.
You could see it the second that Kathie started to speak those words, both her and Hoda getting tears in their eyes. Joining me now with the latest and what's to come is Randy Iaboni of our New York news desk. So, Randy, you're in New York, in the thick of it all. Of course, all the morning shows, the big broadcast morning shows are based out of New York. Is this kind of sending shockwaves, or is this something that you think the broadcast community saw coming, Kathie leaving?
You know, honestly, Lauren, I have to say it's definitely a shock. I think when Hoda first got the gig to replace Matt Lauer as the host, the main host of the Today Show, I think a lot of people thought this was a possibility, but that kind of died down since then, and it was very clear that Kathie Lee and Hoda were going to stay together. So this is definitely a shock. I don't think anyone was expecting this announcement.
And what else do we know about what this might mean in terms of Kathie's departure? Do we have a date for when she's leaving? Do we know anything about what the next few months of the Today Show will look like? I'm sure they'll give her a big send-off.
Yeah, I think it'll be a very, very big send-off for her. The date, it'll be in April. So April of 2019 it'll be on the day of their 11th anniversary of the show. So it's very timely. And the NBC news president did say that she was gracious enough to stay these next few months to make it for that anniversary. So I think that the entire month of April will be kind of Kathie Lee month on the Today Show. I think we can predict that.
Deservedly so. I mean, like she said, more than 10 years at the show, and everybody just loves her and Hoda together. What do we know about reasoning behind why she might be leaving now? It is interesting because it's not, it's 11 years. It's not, okay, at 10 years I'm leaving or some big anniversary. It made me wonder, why now?
Yeah, I think that's a question that a lot of people are asking. She did address it, though, later on in that hour. After making the announcement, Hoda kind of asked her, tell everybody what you're going to be doing. And she just talked about a lot of film projects that she has coming out. So she has a couple that she'll be acting in. There's a short film that she's planning on directing happening in Israel. She said there could be a project that she's working on with Roma Downey and Dolly Parton that she can't 100% confirm, but she can, that she's hopeful is going to be happening. So it seems like there's just a lot of projects. She did even mention that Law & Order reached out and wanted her to do a role, but she turned them down because they wanted her to play herself. And she said she's done doing that. She wants to act. So I think that kind of sums it up right there. She doesn't want to be herself on television anymore. I think she wants to be performing and acting because, that is what she did originally.
Interesting. It seems like we're going to kind of see a new chapter from Kathie Lee Gifford then. I mean, of course, we know not too long ago she lost her longtime husband, which was such a sad and emotional time for her. So, maybe she went back to the Today Show, got back in with her family after that and felt comfortable, and now she's going to try new things.
Absolutely. I think that's definitely a possibility. I think that's, we have seen acting and singing from her before, but she mentioned, she said there's always been roadblocks in the way from really going full steam ahead with it and doing all of these projects. And so this will finally give her the freedom and the time to do all of that. Right.
You can't exactly go and be on a film set for weeks or months at a time when you have a daily morning show that you do. It'll also be interesting, and I don't mean, obviously Kathie Lee Gifford's, her legacy should be given the attention and the spotlight and the send-off it deserves. But what's going to happen? Now it's going to be the discussion of, well, what will happen for this hour of the Today Show? I mean, Hoda, of course, has been on with Savannah Guthrie in the morning, and it seems difficult to imagine, Hoda and Kathie Lee not together. I'm interested to see what Hoda will do. Will she continue in this hour? Will they bring somebody else in? Will they start with a whole new team and a new vibe? Is anybody starting that speculation yet?
Well, so the speculation has definitely begun. Even Kathie Lee herself said she has ideas of who she thinks would replace her, and it's talent within their very own show there. I think Jenna Bush Hager is an obvious choice because she has filled in before when Kathie Lee was ever out, so she seems like a good choice. The NBC News president also did say in a memo, that they have plans for what's going to happen in the fourth hour of today's show that they're working on, but that they plan for it to still continue with Hoda. So I guess we can still expect to see Hoda there in the fourth hour, and then it'll just be somebody replacing Kathie Lee.
Well, you know what then? There's no harder worker in the business than Hoda, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely.
She puts in those morning hours. All right, Randy, thank you so much. And of course, everybody head to etonline.com for more on the latest with so much of Randy's great reporting. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you, Lauren.